it's been a while since I created some content here for all of you. And, it's interesting because when when I decided to, create some content or, take a little bit of a break from creating content, the whole time that's been happening, I've been thinking about it constantly. I've been thinking, I got to get back to creating content. I got to get, back to streaming. I've got to get back to creating content for all of you on YouTube. And yeah, wow, what a journey it's been. There's a lot happening right now. And so I want to talk about that a little bit with all of you. There's been a lot of moving parts, lots of movement, and I'm really, really excited to share here in this video what's going on, what you guys can expect into the future. Now, I'm not gonna go too in depth about what to expect because you'll see it as it comes. But I just want to give you some context as to what's been happening behind the scenes in terms of why I haven't been creating content for all of you. I've taken definitely a hiatus for sure, and it's totally on me. I got to be better. There's no doubt, and I will be better in the future for sure. So what's been happening? And before I even get to that, we're going to be talking about a few things here on the show. But I definitely wanted to get out of the way the update or what exactly is happening here in terms of why I haven't been creating content. Whether it's here on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube, like where have I been? And the reality is we are moving. So my family and I, we are moving from this home. We've been here a little bit over 2 years, and we are moving to a new location, new house. It's exciting. There's a lot of excitement around it. It's actually going to give us a lot more space in terms of just, the end of the day, guys, we're outgrowing this home. And to kind of give you an idea, so it's myself, it's my wife, and my 3 kids. And two of my sons are both sharing a room right now. And my daughter has her own room, but it's a pretty small room. And then, of course, my wife and I. And so I say that to say that slowly but surely over the course of the last couple of years, we've been slowly growing out of this home. And to kind of go back in time, if for those of you who have been watching the shows, been watching the content over the years since I started the YouTube channel in 2018, you'll know that we lived up in Ohio for, pretty much most of my young life to even into my, adult life was living up in Ohio. A couple years ago, made the decision as a family to move down to South Carolina. And so that's where we reside now. And when we were in the process of moving, we decided, well, what we're going to do is we're going to buy a home, find something. And at this current point in time, a couple of years ago, it was crazy in terms of the real estate market down here in South Carolina. Tons of people were moving down here. There wasn't a lot on the market. When things were on the market, they would go very, very quickly. And so it created some urgency when we decided to move down because, well, we needed to make some moves and make them very quickly. And so this home that we bought is definitely, it was a good starter home. It was a great starter home. This was the house that got us down here to South Carolina. And, we've loved it, but it was never the forever home. It was never the permanent home. It was never our last stop, I guess you could say, in terms of, our journey here in South Carolina. I've always had, we always have had big plans, big ambitions in terms of what we want to do in life and all of that. And this home got us here, stayed here a couple of years, and we made the decision now that it is time to move to the next level, to move to the next thing. And what that's going to look like is a bigger home. Now, in terms of what you guys are going to be seeing, in terms of like the background and all of that, I mean, it's going to be very similar, right? What you guys have become accustomed to here on the channels is, gaming related content, movie related content, sports related content, basically anything that I find interesting in those universes. And that's not going to change. In fact, it's going to get elevated as we take this next step to the next level. The same thing's going to be said for the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel. It's going to go to that next level, to that, what I've wanted to do is to create tons and tons of content for you guys to take in, whether it's based in the gaming world, the entertainment world, movie world, or the, like sports world. So that's what you're going to be able to still see, on my channels for sure. But it'll be a different background, and some of the things that I've wanted to do is maybe give you more glimpses into what's happening behind the scenes, and so I'll have some announcements on that in the foreseeable future. But yes, that is the big update, guys, in terms of why I haven't been creating as much content. And I know it's not. There's no excuses. I've got to find more time. I've got to get better at leveraging time so I can, spend time with all of you out there that are very interested in the, the gaming universe, the movie universe, all of those things. There's a number of you that have become accustomed to watching this content, and I appreciate all of you for being on this journey with me. Definitely with this, the moving portion of things, it has definitely created some challenges in terms of logistics and finding the time to create content. Like I said, there's no excuses. I have to be better. And like I said, I will be better in the future.